It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway in Foxborough. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19. Hey, smash. Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Patriots at 9-6 now. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
They'll throw with May. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's May. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This defense for the Pats, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Burrow will throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
To throw, it's May. Throw left side, complete. That's Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To the air, May. Caught on the right side by Jones. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. You talk about this Bengals defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A short throw there pulled in by All. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Here we go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here we go. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT.
This is Brown going up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now they go play action now. Burrow over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Let's get set. 12, 12, 12.
To the air again, Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. McPherson's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Second and 12.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Now Burrow. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
19 Lions.
Looking to throw. May. Short pass caught by Henry. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
Moore, the man in motion.
18 Rattler, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Throwing here is May. This one swung out here to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That pass complete to Moore. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to, puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen that. And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the 1st half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Open man is Yoshivas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 42. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. 23 yards the pickup there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On one, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Moss is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Moore, the man in motion.
70 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check go.
Here's May.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Moore, the man in motion. To the air, May. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. To throw, it's May. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. This is caught. Touchdown! Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll throw with May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 4 yards out. And the Patriots get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
19 seconds. Go!
And they go play action with May.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Out of the shot. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
From the shotgun, May with it.
And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, New England. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A short throw there pulled in by All. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Ja'Marr Chase.
47 yards.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones.
He'll get this to about the 38.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Burrow. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Throwing, Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that